Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations, as we move on now that our case has turned from thievery to murder, to the murder scene, the CEO's office, to try and see what has transpired, what has taken place, as we see a safe, and a line outlining a death. It looks like he's locked in the safe, in fact. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What has that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Ha ha ha. Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits. Well, anyway. The point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathise when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating? Well, first of all, autopsy report. Please provide. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay. The thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Yeah, you never are. Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help. Okay, I'll tell ya. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. It happened at exactly the same time that Master Mass was stealing the urn, huh? So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe. Ah, that's why it looks like it was trapped inside a safe. Safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody had heard from him. When they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. How my string must be the shape from when he fell out. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. Mr. Billiard, indeed. Did he die of blunt force trauma, not suffocation? Good, hopefully. I don't know. So, what happened to Master Mask? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! He keeps yelling. Ah, no, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective Admi? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved. Now that's a detective I know and love. Think about it. Admi was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he's able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. He got a reward for it. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one. A witness? Here, I saved a newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it... It's Mr. Ron Delight. There's Luke Atme there. Interesting. The gem and the thief. Well, let's speak about Prosecutor Godot, because I don't honestly think that either Luke Atme or Ron Delight is our phantom thief at this point in time. Ooh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight. Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it would hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So who is that Java addict? Yeah, Java. Coffee. Yes, I get it. Addicted. Mass maniac anyway. Probably because I'm so weirded out by that phrase being used again. It's like using Java for coffee isn't often used. The fact that it was right then, I instantly went computer script in my head. Randomly, it's like, no, it's coffee. I know it's a word for coffee. But still, it's really thrown me. I don't know why. Prosecutor Godot? He's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. That's right. He said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway. But, no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that give me goosebumps. That give me goosebumps. Is it my imagination or is there like a few typos in this game thus far? Goosebumps? You? Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular. Ah, no. That's not what I meant. That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Well, the word Java as well, isn't that like really died out nowadays? I mean, I know it, but I don't know if like a like 10 years younger than me, like early 20s, kind of like teens would necessarily know Java means coffee. I don't know. I just don't know. Well, can we check out more stuff at the moment, sir? Or more to the point, is there anything actually on this newspaper clipping? So we can't actually see any stuff. Just sees. You can see it says the Tear of Emanon at the bottom. An article on Master Mass first heist. Well, that's not too bad. Kane's autopsy reports a cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head at 1 AM. It's nice that they can get the date down so pat. Right. Let's hope that the Java saying hasn't thrown a lot of other things. What is this big red button? Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Why did you press the big red button? Hey, cut it out! Don't press that! Haha, that was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right here on the panel. Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime? Ooh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. They said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. I think we'd better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Well, that's a nice little bit of extra to find. A little bit of court case. He didn't manage to press it in time. It's right behind him, though. Wow, look at that huge frame photo. Or more to the point, it means that he didn't press the emergency buzzer. Probably means that, yes, emergency butter. I've got to spread it on my emergency toast. Probably means that he either knew the person who conked him one, was accomplices with, or, you know, friends with, and they opened the safe together, because surely the guy probably didn't have the code to the safe. This brings a lot of intrigue forward, doesn't it? Wow, look at that huge framed photo. Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky. There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? Either this guy didn't get out enough, or he'd really run luck with the weather. Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. It's not like it was a terrible sunrise. What's this binder about? Check out this big, thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. Ah! What did you find out, Nick? This file. It's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Master Mask. It's filled with info on him. What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes. Hey, Nick. Look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tear of Emanon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Master Mask stole. So then 100,000 is the value of the stolen item? I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. Right, Kane's list has been copied. So it's really weird that someone was investigating this, or, you know, him exactly at this time. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought, though, however, if blackmail was going on. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second. Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you! Whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it! Ah, this is the life. The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know. No, I think he wasn't sitting in that chair at all. But that's because the first scene I saw involved a safe. Ooh, think about it. The dead guy was laying in here all night. And if this guy was so big, could he have been easily moved into that safe the way that he was from the chair? And no blood anywhere either. The dead guy was laying in here all night. Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right? Yeah, and so? Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Yeah, I guess so. Ho, I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal. Yeah, and? Everyone that knows how to open the safe had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron DeLight. What? He was a chief? Ron DeLight? He was a security chief? Ron? So he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal. Well, this is interesting. I checked the murdery bit, but I didn't check the safe itself. Oh, no. They're both linked. That's fine. We'll skip forward. But yeah, it's the moving, like, they're saying, like, he's a big hossing kind of man, aren't they? Like, quite big. Moving him in and out of that safe would probably be a little bit hard. But the fact that he was a former security chief is crazy. He doesn't really look like a type, does he? Well, is there anything more that I can talk to you about now that I've examined the room a little bit? No. Maybe I can present something to him in order to get some more information. Secretly copied this list. So about this. Huh? What's that? Hey, wait a minute, Mayor. What's wrong? We copied that data without permission. Don't show it to him. Oh, come on. We're gonna have to present it in a court of law. He might get mad at us. So, what are you two whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. It's just my billfold. That's a pretty thick billfold you got there, pal. I really want you to show it to me. It's right there. You can check it out. It's like a copy one. We even copied the billfold somehow. Right, so we found the butter. We got newspaper butter. The button. The newspaper clipping. We got the autopsy report. I kind of want to know more about Ron DeLight and everything here. Let's present to him the blackmail letter. About this blackmail letter, because, you know, this was why you came here. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too, pal. Why would Kane Bullard have been blackmailing Ron DeLight anyway? Well, Mr. DeLight used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit? Nick, that's it! Maybe that's the same reason he's been blackmailed. Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now. Oh, alright. So we're not going to get any information about that right now? That's problematic. Nope. Well, I say we move on from here then. We've got some information. Obviously, we're going to need more. Is there any point in coming back here? Will Adrian Andrews be waiting? Because there's still more to investigate here. The Treasures of Crane exhibit is all ruined now. Maya. I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the Sacred Urn back, maybe they can reopen it. Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Master Mask's Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich! Woohoo! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Well, there's no Adrian Andrews here. We could check the basement warehouse. but it's still the paint. And everything needs to be sorted out. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Andrews. What's she still hanging around here for? So how's it going? What about the Sacred Urn? The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes. It was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Mask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. Well, I'm glad that you are. But it seems you're still a person of interest in this case, if I can talk to you. I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. It looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damask to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again? About 20 days ago. And when was it the Master Mask calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the Secret Urn after all. I guess so. But there's still mysteries behind all that. What? So Master Mask murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hiding the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Master Mask pretty well. I'm so glad that you got your Sacred Urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure. Somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I? What? You broke it! You broke it again! Cyclops! What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the Sacred Urn is our very own Miss Andrews. What? You broke it? What do I have in a way that's gonna... that I can present? Don't tell me like someone moved the statue and it knocked over something and then knocked over something else. It's a possibility, isn't it? Could the statue moving have knocked over some paint or something like that, which knocked over the box? Which we can see pink paint there. I'm trying so desperately to press along. Which then hit the box and smashed the thing in there. Or got paint on it and then she smashed it somehow? I don't know. After all, she was polishing it, wasn't she? Very interesting. Can we break this now? Do I have the evidence for it is the thing. We can always back out, remember? The Sacred Urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it wasn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? Well, yes. It'd be this, wouldn't it? Take that! Well, Miss Andrews? See, look! It was a fake after all. Huh? I mean, your evidence is fake too, as I expected. What? Oops, I guess this isn't going to help me much. Well, no, that was a picture of the genuine vase, wasn't it? So have I convinced you, or do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted to the trial? Oh, the trial. Oops. Yes. Clever brain. No, I do not. I do not as of yet. I got that wrong. Well, if you're going to investigate anywhere regarding that, maybe look at me's place. Maybe not. I do not know where we're going. Ah, I actually thought we had the right thing there because I was just going to... But then I realised I read it wrong. With a scatterbrained episode thanks to Java, hopefully I can contain myself for next episode as we continue to head around and hope to break these site locks on Adrian Andrews. Looks like we might need a little bit more info about the vase. But can we go back? It seems like, we're going to need Pearl to come back before we can break this, most likely. Or can we go to Pearl? These are questions. Questions which hopefully will be answered next time on Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. Bye-bye.